So I'm finally getting to do a video on something other than trucking, and this one's gonna be on the Wilson Combat SFT9. That stands for solid frame with this track pattern. Some people call it like a grenade, and chambered in 9mm, double stack, 15 round. And yeah, let's take a look at it here. So I placed this order, I don't know, about 4.5 months ago now. And the lead time at that time was 4 to 6 months. They got this to me right around 4 months. And to get an order placed with Wilson Combat directly, it's for handguns, it is $500 non-refundable deposit, and that'll get your build started, and that'll put you in their queue and your place in line and all that good stuff. And but what you can do is you can continue to make payments so that when the gun is completed and they give you a call, which you'll have two different times that they contact you. They'll send you an email explaining that, hey, your gun is ready to get built. Is there anything you want to change? You know, this is the final time that you can change anything. And so once that's done, you know, the next call is, hey, it's complete, and we need the final payment. And so like I said, what I did was I made a few more payments so that on that final payment, it wasn't too bad. It was still a lot, but the gun directly from Wilson Combat cost a little over $3,500. Not probably, I could have got it cheaper locally, but doing it through Wilson, I kind of used it as kind of like a layaway type deal. But you can find local gun shops that'll kind of do it on layaway and you know, 90 days or something like that. So but like I said, I did it directly through Wilson and kind of did the same thing. So anyways, you can find it cheaper, anywhere from $2,750 to $3,000. You can find this. And is it worth that? I don't know, to be honest with you. This is gonna be my first Wilson, probably not my last. Not probably. I'm gonna place another order, but I got a couple of things kind of in line, and that's a little bit of a joke. But I do plan on placing another order with them, and I'll do that one also direct, because that one's actually gonna be a little bit more custom. This one is stock, with the exception of the sights. I got the U-Notch Tritium battle sight, and then the front, you can't really see that, but this is the orange front sight with the green tritium, and sight picture is pretty good on that. Like I said, I know the camera's not picking that up, but anyways, overall it's a really nicely built gun. You know, everything on it is top notch. Yeah, that just glides. But everybody loves the trigger. You know, that's what everybody talks about. And everybody says it's roughly, you know, oh, you get about 1/4 inch of take up. And to be honest with you, I don't even think it's that. Look at the distance that it's moving right here, and I don't think that's 1/4. That looks 3/16 max. But anyways, Wilson says that they ship these out at 3.5 to 4 pounds. Let's see. Yeah, that feels pretty good. So everything nicely done. You know, you're paying a premium price for it, but everything is nicely done. This safety, I mean, is pretty awesome. Very positive engagement. Anyways, but yeah, a lot of people like the solid frame models. I personally like them because I have small hands, and that's also why I've been gravitating towards the 1911 platform. I have another another video on here with a 38 Super, and I love that gun. It feels pretty good. This one, same thing. It's a little bit bigger. It's not quite the single stack feel, but it's close. But this is gonna be my carry gun, and mainly because not because it's just a Wilson or anything like that, but the whole reason I've been going to 1911s, besides of the grip and everything else, is also the trigger. I own several Glocks, a couple of SIGs, Springfield, you name it, and other than the SIG, which one? 226 Legion. Now again, that's a specialty kind of product, but you know that trigger's pretty good. But you know, I don't see how people go back to Glock triggers after firing a 1911 style firearm, even if the trigger is a 5-pound pull. I mean, you know, or 6 or whatever you want to say. You know, that different type of crisp action. It just, you know, I still use, you know, shoot fire Glocks and everything else, but I just, and I don't have anything against them. You know, my first gun ever was a Glock 23 that I, 40 Smith & Wesson that I had always wanted since I was younger because of Tommy Lee Jones and U.S. Marshals and The Fugitive. I think he carried a full-size one, but he always made the Glocks look pretty cool. So, but I still like Glocks. You know, like I said, I don't got nothing against those guns. It's just, for me, I've been, the triggers on the 1911 are really what's been motivating me to go that way. And, you know, so, but let's see if this picks up. You can see the extractor there. Kind of blended in pretty good, but it just the quality, I mean, feels and looks pretty good. I'm very happy with this. Something that I feel kind of dumb, there's the reverse crown barrel, and this is the 4 1/4 inch commander size. Supposedly Wilson's gonna offer these in different sizes like they do their SFX models. But they've had this firearm out already for over a year, and I haven't seen any new offerings, new sizes. So I don't know if they're still going to do that or what's going on there. But yeah, so and I do keep an eye out on their channel. They have a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of the all their offerings, obviously they make videos on and stuff like that. So and again, this is a 15 round, comes with 2 magazines. I am going to carry this Wilson 9mm. Yeah, I do plan on carrying this, and the video is really not about that or about holsters or anything like that, but I have this TT gun leather scabbard, what do they call that, scabbard style kind of holster, and I initially wasn't all that happy with this. I have a Kramer for full-size 1911, and that Kramer is awesome. So, and what I do is I buy my holsters before I buy the guns, and because holsters take a long time to get depending on where you get them. That Kramer took 5 months. But anyways, I initially wasn't too happy with this, but I think I was wrong. It's working out pretty good. And if you're not too familiar with this style of holster, basically this little wing here with the belt is pulled into your body. So essentially what it does is it pulls the gun into you so that this doesn't stick out all that much. And like I said, I initially wasn't all that impressed with it, but I'll be honest, I've been wearing it with this, and it's worked out pretty good. And this TT gun leather, the that other guy, what's his channel, the old 1911, a lot of the stuff he's turned me on to. He's the one that turned me on to Wilson Combat, to TT gun leather, some of his other stuff that he's had. It puts out really good information, really good videos. I don't really want to make this too much about the holster, and this came really tight, by the way. But I also have the inside the waistband, and I've worn this a couple of times, and I'm gonna try and give it a couple more, not chances, because I do plan on wearing this once in a while when I can't wear outside the waistband. I live in Arizona, so you know it's a Wild West. We can damn near do whatever we want out there. But you know, the quality of these holsters, you know, I've looked into Milt Sparks, and their lead time right now is something like 48 weeks or something like that. And I don't know that their product is any better than this. This is the Mike Special, I believe, TT gun leather inside the waistband, and these are really strong clips. You got to come in directional, I believe, from the bottom, and but this has, I believe, a metal mouth to prevent it from really closing down in there, which I think it's going to work out pretty well. I've worn this a couple of times. Like I said, it's hard to get used to because I don't typically carry like that. I like this. But those are just some options that I have to carry. And so anyways, yeah, that's where that is. I'm gonna keep these, and the lead time on these I think is about 6 weeks. So and these are pretty good quality. I mean, you know, this is not my Kramer. Like I said, you know, it's kind of squishy, whatever, but with the gun in there, with the belt, pulling it into your body, there's not going to be a problem. Looks pretty good. The stitching's awesome. And like I said, just a good quality product. And so I think most people know how a Wilson comes shipped. But, oh, real quick, I wanted to show this. So this is a test target that it came with. I have never seen, and I've seen a bunch of videos on all type of different Wilson guns, but they take 3 shots on this target. I believe the guns go through about a 70 round test fire. But anyways, they'll shoot 3 at the target, and these are all on top of each other. From 15 yards, that's impressive. The other day from 10 yards, I couldn't. I think I had one here, one there. So 15 yards is good, but I'm getting better. At 10, I'm pretty good. But they also switched up the bag a little bit. Let me kind of move out the way here. So the bag is new. So probably have to. So yeah, they used to have that kind of grayish bag. You know, maybe, I don't know what you would call it, but now they went to all black, and of course, whatever. But, so they have different kind of slots for the magazines. By the way, the firearm comes with 2 magazines. So, but the bag's pretty cool. You know, I'm not going to say it's not. And then, yeah, this is where all the other stuff is. I didn't want to show off the other stuff. Everybody knows how they come. But you know, I like the bag. I mean, it's quality, but I'll be honest, I think I would have preferred the other bag, because the other bag has if you've seen the other videos, or if you own one or whatever, but it's got like 2 large pockets separated behind the bag, and the magazines are way up front, and it's got a fold over and everything else. I think those 2 pockets in the back, I think, are perfect for a box of ammunition each. I wouldn't know that. I never tried, never had one of those, but this newer bag doesn't have a space for that, and that's cool. You know, the bag still looks top notch. I think most people will agree that Wilson has the best bags in the business. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to say that I'm really impressed with this firearm. And oh, really quick, the range. So I struggled at the range. My first couple magazines, I was struggling, and my shots were going low left, and I guess a lot of people experience that. I'm not a phenomenal shooter, but I can typically hit within a few inches of what I'm aiming at. And I struggled. I was so mad too, and I was getting frustrated. But I dialed in a little bit, and it mainly had to do with the grip, I believe. I don't. I got used to shooting with an incorrect grip, so placing my thumb up and kind of like you're supposed to. I've been struggling a little bit, and I believe that the way I've been gripping it has been pushing the gun left a little bit. So I fixed what I was doing, and I tightened it up a lot. But I did have some malfunctions, and it was all my fault because of how I was gripping. My thumb was kind of riding the slide a little bit. So I believe when it was trying to cycle, because of I had it tight, it was kind of like choking up a little bit, and then the round would get stuck. And so I had about 3 or 4 of those. And like I said, once I rearranged how I was doing things, I didn't have any more of that. And the gun shoots well. Like I said, I can't say enough good about it, other than I don't know that it's quite worth $3,500. I don't even know that it's worth $3,000. But I think a lot of this is pride of ownership. Built in the USA, supporting Wilson Combat. It's no small shop by any means anymore, but they're not Ruger, they're not Smith and Wesson, they're not Glock. Compared to them, they're still a relatively small outfit. And if you watch any of the Wilson Combat videos, they just seem like some cool people. Bill Wilson himself seems like somebody that I would just like to bullshit with. Not even, even just having, a lunch or something. He just seems like he's got so much knowledge, and he's so down to earth that he just seems like a cool guy. Some of my favorite videos of theirs are the ones where they're telling stories and they're kind of laughing. They're pretty personable people. Him and Ken Hackathorn, which he's not my favorite guy, but they together they have 80 years of firearm knowledge. So I'll probably add some different things in the video here and there. I do have a test target where you could see I was shooting low left, and then on the headshots I did clean it up, and you could see those. But overall, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna carry this and see how it goes, and hopefully not hopefully it works out. I mean, it's gonna work. It's a Wilson Combat. If there's anything wrong with it, they'll take care of it. And yeah, that's that. So I'll probably do another review, maybe at 1,000 rounds, to see if how it's doing. And again, it should be top notch. It's Wilson. But maybe next time I'll see if I can get some range footage on there and purposely get it to malfunction how I was doing it, so you can kind of see what I was talking about. But just one more time, quick look. I don't know how that's coming out, but so anyways, yeah, that's it.